Hi, Ara, can you hear us?
Again.
Ara, are you getting ready to start? Hi, Ara, can you hear us? If you can hear us, we are having some difficulty hearing you in St. Lucia.
Once again, moment of silence. We have a moment of silence for those that have come. Go right into the opening. Good evening, once again. Can we all stand to invoke God's presence, please? Heavenly Father, we come before you this evening for allowing us all Accountants Week. Father God, we thank you for your week of areas that we pray forward.
Thank you, Edie. A very good evening to everyone. My task here is a very simple one. As we come to the end of another successful Accountants Week, we are bringing down the curtains with a closing hours cocktail. Technology affords us the ability to connect with each other over the various islands. And this evening, I would like to tell our colleagues in Antigua, particularly those of you at the Hospitality Training Institute, also our colleagues and guests at the Marriott Hotel in St. Kitts, our colleagues and guests at the Harbor Club at Rodney Bay in St. Lucia, our colleagues in Grenada, and of course, our colleague, friend, and guest at the Flamboyant Hotel in Dominica. A hearty welcome. A special welcome is also extended to our featured speaker, Ricardo Case, who will deliver the feature address, and also to Meredith Mathurin, who will give a cultural performance. I hope that all of us will have an enjoyable time this evening as we listen to the addresses and performances in a relaxing setting. Once more, a hearty welcome to all. Over to you.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, members of the Institute of Chartered Accountants of the Eastern Caribbean. Before we proceed, I'd just like for us to take just 1 minute of silence in memory of our members who have passed in the past year, and in particular our colleague from St. Lucia, Claude Griffith. So just 1 minute starting from now. Thank you very much, Past President Frank Myers. Yes, and with your permission, I would like to single out and acknowledge the presence of our past president, Mr. Frank Myers, who is a past president of ICAEC, as well as the past president of the Institute of Chartered Accountants of the Caribbean. What a week it has been. I am sorry that our friends from Grenada are not able to join us here today, as they have some challenges that they are trying to work out. Hopefully, next time around, they will be with us. We started with my address to you on International Accounting Day on November 10, which set the tone for the week-long activities. This was followed by the Nature Walk and Sunset Lime, Church Service Media Day, and Games Night. Accountants Give Back, the Business Conference, Polo Shirt Day, and culminated with our cocktail reception this evening. The theme for this year's conference, Leadership, Ethics, and Integrity, Roadmap to the Greater Transparency and Accountability, resonates deeply with the ideals and goals that we as Chartered Accountants hold dear. I have said a good bit about this theme in the past few days. And I was thinking, what else can I share with you this evening? I had the distinct honor of addressing the Institute of Chartered Accountants of Barbados a week ago, and the Institute of Chartered Accountants of Trinidad and Tobago on Thursday this week at their respective annual conferences, and thought that I should share with you some of what I shared with those distinguished gatherings. Interestingly, the theme for both conferences centered around the future. For Barbados, the theme was Craftsmen of Our Fate, Shaping Tomorrow Today. And for Trinidad and Tobago, it was Charting a Resilient Future, all dealing with the future. In our daily pursuits, we play a pivotal role in shaping the financial landscape, ensuring transparency, accountability, and integrity. We are the architects of financial stability, and our decisions today have a profound impact on the world of tomorrow. In a world characterized by rapid technological advancement, economic uncertainties, and economic challenges, our ability to adapt and thrive hinges on our collective resilience. Today, we find ourselves at the intersection of unprecedented change, where the dynamics of our profession are shaped not only by traditional financial principles, but also by the profound impact of technology, the evolving economic landscape, and the imperative of sustainability. Technological advancements, including artificial intelligence, blockchain, and data analytics, are reshaping the way we conduct business and make financial decisions. These advancements are reshaping the way we operate, presenting both challenges and unprecedented opportunities. As leaders in the finance and accounting industry, we must not only embrace these changes, but also harness their potential to drive innovation, enhance efficiency, and deliver greater value to our stakeholders. We need to be proactive in harnessing the benefits of AI while safeguarding against misuse. As accountants, we must understand the ethical implications and the potential impact of AI on financial reporting and auditing. Simultaneously, we must navigate the complexities of the economic landscape, characterized by volatility, uncertainty, and constant change. The challenges brought about by global economic shifts require us to be agile and proactive in our approach. The ability to anticipate, adapt, and innovate is crucial as we navigate the economic certainties. By staying informed, leveraging data-driven insight, and fostering strategic partnerships, we can position ourselves and our organizations to thrive amidst economic fluctuations. Furthermore, as stewards of financial information, we cannot ignore the environmental changes that are reshaping industries worldwide. The sustainability agenda is no longer a choice but a responsibility that we, as chartered accountants, must shoulder. The changes and the sustainability agenda are no longer peripheral concerns but integral aspects of our professional responsibilities. And only yesterday I received word from the ISSB that they would like our input as a professional accounting organization with respect to the whole sustainability agenda that they need to present at COP28. As advocates for transparency and accountability, we play a pivotal role in integrating environmental, social, and governance factors into financial decision-making. Our commitment to sustainability is not only a reflection of our ethical principles, but also a strategic imperative for building long-term resilience in the face of global challenges. Over the next few months, the ICAEC will be embarking on initiatives to raise awareness and facilitate information sharing with member bodies, empowering them to champion sustainability with their respective jurisdictions. And of course, we are included. Together, let us chart a course that ensures a resilient future for our profession, our organizations, and the communities we serve. Thank you, and may you continue to be a source of inspiration to others as we collectively forge ahead into a future of resilience and prosperity, never straying from the path that has been carved by our commitment to the public interest, as we continue to shape a financial world that the public can rely on with confidence. Thank you.
Member of the Karam open theater here at TV. So here to do for you. Talk to me, God. There's Meredith Catherine.
It's working.
Awaited Lord. God awaited over 6 months ago we prayed to you, but tonight the answer. What happened? The number changed, and the AP way disconnect. I'm supposed to be persistent, so now we pray. Who we do now? You know, that's about everybody. What we do now? Let's talk about that's right. Question. We are- Is it not? Slightest way a night. Walk the kid in the night. What do you mean? Treat your life. I'm going to post that see. Oh. No, not a lot. You can't take more.
They can't hear you.
They can't hear you? Oh. No, that happen, Lord. The couple things me really want to ask you. What makes there have so much violence in this world? Look around, are we? Look all over. You see, Russia and Ukraine, Palestinians, and the Jews. What make Lord? What has so much violence, Lord? The heart of man have to change first for the violence to stop. Man have to start seeing the other man as them brother before that they can happen. One more thing, Lord. This business starvation, especially in Africa and South America. You are the first world so-called country having all food them a throw away. And out here down here, a starve. What make Lord? We make enough food to feed everybody. But it's just that some people and some countries too greedy. Them don't want to share. Oh. No, just this last question I have for you. You see how we can ask anything, right, Lord? Yes. Lord, you introduce and create the institution which some man can marry woman and woman can marry man. But what we really understand, Lord, are this. Man from a woman. Woman from a man. Lord, what makes you make some man love man and some woman love woman? You don't make nobody do nothing. Of who them choice that. But who are you to say what I make, my creation is not good? Think about that. Thank you, Lord. From the bottom of my heart.
Okay. We say a hearty thank you to Meredith Mathurin for that piece of talk to me, God. And so I know we all want God to talk to us, but we have to be in a certain position and place for God to talk to us. And so the evening continues. We know we got off to a late start, so we're going to go right into the program. And so this is the time for recognition of awardees. And so we go over to St. Lucia, to Suan Shalwi Payne to do the presentations.
Okay, so in alphabetical order, we'll start with Antigua. Davidson Charles, a native of Antigua, and holds a Bachelor of Commerce, major in accounting, and Bachelor of Arts, major in economics from St. Mary's University, Halifax, Nova Scotia, Canada, in 1984. In 1986, he became the first student member in the OECS to complete his practicing experience training in the OECS as a member of the Canadian Institute of Chartered Accountants, CPA. He is also a member of the Institute of Chartered Secretaries and Administrators, ICSA, and holds the accredited director designation. He commenced his work experience with KPMG in 1984 and moved to Pricewaterhouse, now Grant Thornton, as senior accountant in 1988. By the time he left in 1994, as an audit manager, his audit and business advisory roles ranged from public to private companies, non-profit organizations, and statutory authority. Mr. Charles has been the principal of the firm C.D. Charles Chartered Accountant from 1994 to present, and is the general manager of Hutchinson Antigua Limited. He is a founding council member of the Institute of Antigua and played a pivotal role in reorganizing the institute to obtain statutory recognition by government, inland revenue, and other financial institutions. In industry, he joined Cable and Wireless in 1994 and became the first Antiguan general manager for the local telecommunications company, and ascended to the role of chief financial officer and managing director for Leewards, Turks and Caicos, and BVI. He later served as director of the Caribbean Association of National Telecommunications Organizations between 2004 to 2015. He is one of 3 commissioners appointed by the Governor General to set up the first fully functioning integrity in public office that would oversee integrity by all public individuals. Integrity in Public Life Act was passed in 2005. He served as chairman of the board of directors for the Antigua Commercial Bank from January 2007 to April 2015. Presently, he's a director on several local financial institutions and also a regional insurance company. His voluntary contributions include continued membership to the Lions Club, served as president in 2018, and is now a Melvin Jones Fellow. He was also a board member of the National Carnival Festival for 3 years, 1999 to 2001, and brought respectability and stability in managing the annual national festivals in Antigua. Over the years, he has provided support to the Institute and its members in various ways. The Institute of Chartered Accountants of the Eastern Caribbean recognizes Davidson Charles for his outstanding contribution and continued support to the accounting profession.
Dave, on behalf of the Institute of Chartered Accountants of the Eastern Caribbean and Barbados branch, I present to you this token of our appreciation for your service to the accounting profession and wish you all the best.
evening, I'm really honored to receive this plaque from our institute here in Antigua. And it's always indeed a pleasure to be remembered and honored by your peers. So to the Institute, Erwin, all of the members, thank you. And I look forward to continued service.
Okay, we move on to Dominica. Marvelyn Estrado. Marvelyn is a partner of KPB Chartered Accountants. She's a member of the Chartered Professional Accountants, formerly Certified General Accountants Association of Canada, with 40 years of professional experience. She's also a member of the Institute of Chartered Accountants of the Eastern Caribbean, Dominica branch. In 2005, Mistress Estrado was made a fellow. You need to start back? Okay, we'll start from the beginning. Hearing? Okay. Marvelyn Estrado. Marvelyn is a partner of KPB Chartered Accountants. She's a member of the Chartered Professional Accountants, formerly Certified General Accountants Association of Canada, with 40 years of professional experience. She's also a member of the Institute of Chartered Accountants of the Eastern Caribbean, Dominica branch. In 2005, Mrs. Estrada was made a fellow of the Certified General Accountants Association of Canada, FCGA, and in 2009, a fellow of the Institute of Chartered Accountants of Barbados. The FCGA designation is the highest national award granted by the CGA Association. It is presented each year to exceptional CGAs who have brought distinction to the profession. She was one of 27 recipients from across Canada and beyond to receive the award in 2005. In the area of public service, Marvelyn served as treasurer of Dominica Law Enforcement Touch Run Committee, which was set up to raise funds for the Dominica contingent to attend the Special Olympics in 1995 and 2002. She has continued to this date to provide service free of charge to the Special Olympics Dominica. She's also the president of the board of directors of the Dominica Building and Loan Association, former member of the board of directors of CGA Caribbean, member of the board of directors of Dominica Festival Committee, which is responsible for organizing various festivals on the island, including the World Creole Music Festival and Carnival. She's also a member of the board of directors of the Children's Heart Fund, an organization providing funding to underprivileged children needing major medical care. She's a member of the board of directors of Curtis A. Augustus Foundation, Inc. This foundation set up to provide scholarship based on merit and needs to students attending high school. She served as liaison officer for CGA students in Dominica with the regional offices in Barbados. An active member of her church, the Roseau Roman Catholic Cathedral Chapel, where she served as mass coordinator and lector. Marvelyn Estrado has over 40 years of professional experience providing auditing and accounting and related services for a broad spectrum of businesses, including tax planning, preparation, filing, and consultation with tax authorities on behalf of various clients. She served as a local contributor to the Doing Business Survey prepared annually by the World Bank. ICAEC recognizes Marvelyn Estrado for her outstanding contribution and continued support to the accounting profession.
provide guidance, young persons preparing for their accounting profession, as I have done all the years past. Thanks again, everyone.
Okay, we're going to move across to Antigua. We'll run a video to present our next awardee, St. Kitts. That we were muted earlier. Oh, that's when we started back. Okay, whilst we wait for the video to be run for St. Kitts, I'd like to invite the PRO of the Institute of Chartered Accountants of the Eastern Caribbean St. Lucia branch to present the next awardee, St. Lucia. And we'll get back to St. Kitts next.
Okay. You ready? I don't know. Andrea St. Rose is no ordinary professional accountant. Her professional certifications are so numerous that almost the entire alphabet is listed after her name. She's a CPA of Canada, Fellow of the Chartered Governance Institute, a certified fraud examiner, member of the Institute of Internal Auditors, insolvency practitioner, and in addition to all that, she is an attorney at law with the Bar Association of St. Lucia. With that comes the next list of certifications. Chartered Governance Professional, a British accredited civil and commercial mediator, a certified international arbitrator, a certified trust and estate practitioner, and an Eastern Caribbean Supreme Court appointed mediator. Andrea is currently a partner at BDO Eastern Caribbean, having spent almost 25 years in the profession, including as a senior manager and director in the largest accounting firms in St. Lucia and Jamaica. She is also a trustee of the Caribbean Court of Justice Trust Fund that was established to finance the Caribbean Court of Justice. The above is outstanding. But what makes it all even more impressive is her willingness to impart her vast knowledge and serve the accounting profession. She is currently serving as the president of ICAEC and of ICAEC, Institute of Chartered Accountants of the Caribbean. She is a member of an advisory group of the International Accounting Standards Board's IASB, that advises the IASB on the implementation of IFRS for small and medium-sized entities, SMEs. This is a global entity. This is not just a, okay. I don't know. Somebody at the IASB must have been upset about something. But yes, so IASB, as we all in here should know, is a very large global entity which manages, which sets the standards for accounting worldwide. Not forgetting her bar association, for which she currently serves as treasurer. Andrea was responsible for learning and education whilst in the Jamaica firm. She has conducted many professional development seminars and workshops in the region, helping other people develop technical and professional skills. She is always willing to teach and to explain anything that she has learned in her journey of education or technical experience. She has been dedicated to improving the status of the accounting profession in St. Lucia. Her give back is immense. Andrea serves on a number of boards, past and present. And she has yet another role, and that is motherhood, with 2 children, both of whom have excelled in academics. And so with all that she has done and continues to do, if she is not too tired, we would like Andrea to come up and accept a well-deserved award for her contribution to the accounting profession.
Thank you, Joanne. Truth be told, I had a little suspicion that I would have been receiving an award because I heard talk about, we having, let us decide on an awardee, and all of a sudden I heard nothing again about it, which I thought was a little strange. Then I joined the meeting and Suan says, it's not your turn now, we will let you know when to come into the meeting. So I kind of put one and one together. And this says, Institute of Chartered Accountants of the Eastern Caribbean, ICAEC, presented to Andrea St. Rose in recognition of your contribution and continued support to the accounting profession, 18th November 2023. Thank you, and I just want to say that I accept this profession. I'm humbled, and I accept this award on behalf of our collective efforts as members of the Institute of Chartered Accountants of the Eastern Caribbean, including the incredible support that I get from our St. Lucia branch and the ICAEC Council as well. It would be remiss of me if I did not make mention of Erlene Huntley, who after the Institute went almost dead, she and I sort of like stepped up to resuscitate the Institute. And she's not here with us today, but I always remember Erlene as one of the people who has made a significant contribution. And to her as well, I would like to dedicate this award. Thank you.
Thank you, Andrea. Okay, we'll move back to run the video for St. Kitts. The voice is on. Supposed to be running. It should be running. That's how it is, and then it has a voiceover. It must be running.
2021, a period of 15 and a half years. An accountant by profession, he worked with the government of St. Lucia in various capacities over a 14-year period. From 1992 to 1995, he served as the Assistant Comptroller Audit in the Inland Revenue Department. He was appointed Comptroller of Inland Revenue in 1995 and held that position until his selection as Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Finance, International Financial Services, and Economic Affairs from 2002 to 2006. Before joining the public sector in 1992, Mr. Brathwaite was employed by KPMG Pete Marwick in St. Lucia, New Zealand, and Barbados, and Peake Marwick Mitchell & Co., St. Lucia. A member of the Certified Public Accountants of Canada and at the Institute of Chartered Accountants of the Eastern Caribbean, he was educated at the Lambton College of Applied Arts and Technology in Ontario, Canada, where he obtained a diploma in business administration with a concentration in accounting. Mr. Brathwaite is also a certified director, a certified audit committee member, and a member of the advisory board of the Caribbean Institute of Directors. Mr. Brathwaite is currently the chairman of the board of the Eastern Caribbean Automated Clearinghouse Services Incorporated, a member of the board of the Financial Services Regulatory Authority in St. Lucia, and a member of the board of the UTC Global Balance Fund Limited. Mr. Brathwaite was St. Lucia's representative on the ECCB's board of directors from October 2002 to March 2006. He also served on the boards of the East Caribbean Financial Holding Company Limited and Jalousi 1996 Limited. He was the chairman of the boards of the St. Lucia Air and Seaports Authority and the National Insurance Corporation Investment Committee. He also served as chairman of the Caribbean Organization of Tax Administrators from 1996 to 1998. During Mr. Brathwaite's tenure at the Eastern Caribbean Central Bank, he ably assisted with the establishment of the Institute of Chartered Accountants of the Eastern Caribbean through a grant received from the Canadian Institute. Mr. Brathwaite was very supportive of the Institute's activities and actively participated in its endeavors. Mr. Brathwaite takes every opportunity to advance the profession in the variety of roles he has held over the years. The Institute of Chartered Accountants of the Eastern Caribbean, St. Kitts and Nevis branch, recognizes Mr. Trevor Brathwaite for his contribution to the development of the local chapter. We salute you, sir.
Good evening, everyone. So we apologize that Mr. Brathwaite couldn't make it with us today. However, his plaque was mailed to Antigua, where he now retires and resides in Antigua, and we will be sure to present it to him in person. Thank you very much.
Okay, good evening. We congratulate all the awardees for their contribution to the accounting profession. We say a hearty thank you for all that you're putting, and you're now receiving some of the fruits of your labor. Our heartfelt thank you. And so without further ado, we go into the event of the evening, that is the feature address. We came, so we go back to St. for the introduction.
Good evening, everyone. I think the guest speaker for this evening would give us an idea of who he is. I have just met him recently, and I will just share that he was very excited to give this presentation this evening, and I'm very happy that he was given the opportunity in the absence of his senior, as he indicated to me. So I present to you Ms. Ricardo Keynes. Thank you very much.
Good night, ladies and gentlemen, present physically and virtually. I am Ricardo Keynes. I'm an attorney at law in the Federation of St. Christopher and Nevis. My office is located on the island of Nevis, but I practice on both St. Kitts and on Nevis. I was asked to give the featured speech on behalf of the Commonwealth Caribbean Association of Integrity Commissions and Anti-Corruption Bodies, CCAICACB for short. The CCAICACB is an umbrella organization which was founded under the auspices of the Commonwealth Secretariat in 2015 in St. George's, Grenada. It includes membership from 11 states within the Commonwealth Caribbean, including the Eastern Caribbean, and individual members who work in the sector. The theme: leadership, ethics, and integrity, roadmap for greater transparency and accountability. We live in an ever-changing world where advancements in science, technology, and human endeavors are moving at great speeds forward. However, there are some basic human tenets that remain true irrespective of the age in which we live. These human tenets are leadership, ethics, and integrity. In a world constantly demands transparency and accountability, it is crucial for leaders to embody these values and pave the way for a brighter future in their country and organizations that they lead. Today, I will present a roadmap that will guide us towards the transparency and accountability. In our Federation of St. Kitts and Nevis, our political leaders have taken the leadership of introducing integrity in public life legislation. We have seen enactment of the Integrity in Public Life Act of 2013, which was amended in 2023, the Anti-Corruption Act of 2023, and on the island of Nevis, of which I am the chairman of the Integrity Commission on Nevis, we have the Integrity in Public Life Ordinance 2013, which was amended in 2019, and there is a proposed amendment that is to go before the Nevis Island Assembly next week, Tuesday. First and foremost, leadership, ethics, and integrity go hand in hand. A leader's ethical principles should serve as their compass when making decisions that affect their organization and stakeholders, and ultimately the country. A leader of integrity is not only committed to doing what is right, but also inspire others to do the same. Such leaders understand that trust is the foundation of any successful relationship and work tirelessly to earn and maintain it. To establish a roadmap for greater transparency and accountability, leaders must promote a culture of open communication within their organizations. Transparent communication builds trust, fosters collaboration, and encourages accountability. It's essential for leaders to create an environment where every voice is heard and every opinion is respected. This inclusivity cultivates a sense of ownership among employees, leading to better decision-making and long-term success. Additionally, leaders should prioritize set clear expectations and goals. When everyone understands what is expected of them, it becomes easier to hold individuals accountable for their actions and results. Transparent goal setting allows for regular performance evaluations, which not only measures progress, but also provide opportunities for growth and development. As chairman of the Nevis Integrity Commission, my commissioners and I have sought to establish these principles in our organization. However, most integrity commissions throughout the Commonwealth Caribbean are in a constant battle with our governments over financial resources to enable us to execute our mandate as envisioned by our respective legislations. Unfortunately, our leaders, while they speak of ethics and integrity publicly, they starve the organizations of funds to halt investigations, freeze hiring of professionals, and impair our ability to purchase hardware and software to undertake analytical analysis of declarations and supporting documents filed by declarants. Furthermore, leaders must lead by example. They need to always demonstrate ethical behavior in their professional dealings, showing their commitment to integrity. By consistently making principled decisions, leaders become role models for their teams and inspire others to follow suit. This creates a ripple effect extending ethical standards throughout the organization. In order to truly achieve transparency and accountability, leaders should implement robust monitoring and reporting systems. Regular audits, evaluations, and assessments provide an objective view of the organization's performance and ensure compliance with ethical standards. This is particularly important in integrity commissions, as the public image and confidence in the organization is the only currency available to us. Where the public is skeptical about our organization's ability to deal with corruption by public officials in government and statutory bodies of the state will be affected. By making these reports accessible to stakeholders, leaders foster trust and demonstrate their commitment to being held accountable. Thus, it would be a great move that instead of the annual reports of integrity commissions being submitted to a minister of government as per the legislation, that integrity commissions should be able to publish their annual reports to the public at large for public discussion while being presented to the relevant minister. We know all too much where the annual reports never get submitted to Parliament by sitting on the minister's desk in his office. Lastly, leaders must remain adaptable and open to feedback. An effective roadmap requires constant evaluation and revision. Leaders should actively seek feedback from employees, stakeholders, and even external experts to identify areas of improvement. Embracing constructive criticism and acting upon it is a sign of true leadership. In conclusion, the roadmap to greater transparency and accountability begins with leadership ethics and integrity. By leading with these values, promoting open communication, setting clear expectations, leading by example, implementing monitoring systems, and remaining open to feedback, leaders can navigate the path towards a more transparent and accountable future. Remember, true leaders are not afraid to be held accountable, as they understand that only through ethics and integrity can we build a better tomorrow for our societies and business sector. I thank you.
Okay, good evening once again. We thank Mr. Keynes for that remarks. When I said brief remarks, I didn't expect them to be brief. You know, our English teacher, when we were going to take GC, and she said, when they say brief, be brief, you say, you know, like men's brief. And so I really did not expect him to be that brief. So we thank you, Mr. Keynes, for agreeing to speak to us on behalf of the topic and from the panel discussion, and from your talk, I have a better understanding of the role and responsibility of the integrity commissions. And so we move into our second cultural presentation by Meredith Mathrin.
You know, a couple of days ago, I went to a chartered accountant office and I saw this big sign on the door that says, accountant department. We service accounts. I don't think I got that one right, but let's move on. Can you hear me? Okay. What this piece I'm doing is about the pandemic we had a couple of years ago. Can you hear me? Are you hearing me back there? I can get it off.
This one.
No, can I pull this out?
No, no, use this.
Yeah, you move this, please. All right. That's better. Okay. And 2 or 3 years ago, we had this massive pandemic. And this is the period when I wrote this piece. It's called COVID-19. COVID-19. Me tap home, see, boy, me not gonna wait. Me afraid COVID-19, see? So me stay. They say she has roamed the street, enticing every single man she meet. They also say she male partner just the same. He don't care who you be now, or what your name. He got attack you just the same. He enter your body, see, and you don't even know. The next thing you know, he enter your body, and you don't even know. And then you see your nose running, eyes watering, throat tight. CNN said the other day that the pandemic has spread everywhere. It started in China, then it gone to Korea, then it go to Australia, New Zealand, India, and then land in America. Well, at first President Trump said, it's not in there, until it land in Washington, New York, Oregon, Florida. Then he couldn't deny it no longer. Tar. The Mexicans, that's when the Mexicans tell him, Trump, come Trump. Go build a wall. Go build a wall. Yes. Me at home, you see. Me not going away. Me afraid COVID-19, so me stay. We go to the supermarket the other day, looking for sanitizer, but none been there. This pot, paper towel, napkins, and Tide. Oh boy, I open wide. They go left, right, and center. And the body therefore say, listen, man, that's not proper. Yes, me not gonna away. Me afraid COVID-19, see? So me stay. Well, about 2 years later, a year and a half later, the pandemic spread again further. And this is the follow-up piece to that. It goes this way. The whole world gone in one tailspin. COVID-19 spreading. Stocks and bonds dropping. And Trump a ball blue murder. Because he afraid them go drop further. With election just only card. But my dear brothers and sisters in Antigua and Barbuda, where are we depend on the tourists there? Although we only get about 10 cents, accountants, you would know that, 10 cents for every dollar we spend. If this pandemic continues from a sea boy, I will catch you by hell. The treasury don't dry up. We walk in cap in hand, begging, but still posturing that we have a great economy. But everybody asks one question. Thank you. Oh. Oh, sorry.
Okay, it has certainly been an evening of twists and turns. Power outage, system go down, struggling to get the laptop back up, but we have reached the end. And the Bible does say the end of a thing is the better than the beginning. And I know God knows what he's saying because I'm feeling so relieved. And so without further ado, we go to St. Kitts and Shanna Herbert, the president of ICAEC, St. Kitts branch, St. Kitts and Nevis branch, to give us the vote of thanks. And if I don't see you again, I'll see you next year.
Good evening again. Vote of thanks. The great book dictates in everything, give thanks. I want to start this vote of thanks by first thanking the gold sponsor, ACCA, Association of Chartered Accountants and Certified Accountants. Let's have a round of applause for ACCA as our gold sponsors. Our silver sponsors, PwC and EY, a round of applause for them. We really appreciate your contribution to the success of the 2023 Accountants Week of activities. I would like to first thank our guest speaker, Mr. Ricaldo Keynes, my apologies, for accepting our invitation to be the featured speaker for this evening. We were all enlightened as he shared on the topic and the theme for the week of activities, leadership, ethics, and integrity, roadmap to greater transparency and accountability. We can assure you that the knowledge that you imparted on us this evening has not gone unrecognized. And as we reminisce on the message, we would take individual and collective action to make change in our own environments and impact others positively as we collaborate and advance the accounting profession. We thank you. Let's give a round of applause for our speaker. So the items this evening were now Orlando Richards for the welcome remarks. Let's give a round of applause. We had the president's address, Ms. Andrea St. Rose. Thank you very much. The entertainer for this evening, Mr. Meredith Matherin, for his performances. We give him a round of applause. Thanks to the awardees for gracing us with your presence and to accept our awards, and a brief appreciation speech. A round of applause for the awardees. The ICAEC would have embarked on simultaneous celebration of a week of activities for all the islands. The planning committee, the overall planning committee, I want to recognize you at this time. The planning committee would have comprised of Suan Payne from St. Lucia. We had Ara James from Antigua. Yes, keep it coming, keep it coming. We had Orlando Richards from Dominica. And myself, Shanna Herbert from St. Kitts. This week of activities was very successful, and we endeavor to improve it as the years go by. We had started out with International Accountants Day on the 10th of November with the Polo Shirt Day. We raise awareness and represent our institute by wearing our branded t-shirts. And we would have seen most of our Facebook pages with the uploads of those t-shirts. I encourage every accountant to get a t-shirt and make sure you upload those pictures and tag our institute page so that we can get greater recognition. Please reach out to the institute to purchase a t-shirt so next year it can be bigger and greater. Thank you very much. We also had our church service. So around the region, we would have celebrated on the 11th with the church service, and we would have congregated at various churches across the region. Ourselves would have been in St. Kitts, and we just want to thank all the churches that who accepted our invitation to be a part of their service and to celebrate with us. We continued with our media day, and where the president's speech was aired live on radio, and we also would have had a short talk on the topic of our theme and had persons calling in and asking questions. This was was aired, and it was very receptive as persons are asking for us to come back and make sure that we make it an often enough event. So we want to thank the media houses. We continued with our business conference, a virtual event, and we want to thank our presenters, Georgia Terry, FCCA, Thomas Cadwan, and the Institute of Ethics Standard Boards for Accountants, inclusive of Linda Beck, John Reed, and Janine. We also had the members of the Institute of the Integrity Commission in the region, including Richard Bean, Mr. Albert Edwards, Miss Carol Body, and Mr. Ricaldo Keynes, got it correct. We also continued, and we had the games evening, and this was very participated around the region where persons logged on to the Zoom. The events were very, persons were participating. So we want to thank you again for logging in and participating. And we had a couple of winners, and we sure would reach out to make sure that those persons are rewarded. We also had a walk where we enjoyed the evening. Some persons would have had a hike, and so other persons would have had a walk. And we just want to thank everyone for their participation in our week of activities. We can't thank you enough for your involvement and your willingness to complete or be called upon when we do so. It was indeed a successful week of activities, and we look forward to next year's activities already as we improve on lesson learned from this experience. We endeavor to get started right away on our planning of the next year's events. Thank again to everyone who have contributed in any small way that you have made the success of the week of activities. We thank you.
Okay, it's certainly been an interesting evening. And so I'm going to attempt to give a little joke to send you home. I know I love church. And so the pastor would preach, and this lady, everybody say amen. But this lady keeps saying, amen, amen. So I listened carefully. I paid attention. So I said, she's not really saying amen. She's saying a man. Maybe that's what she wants. I'm single and I want a man too. So when the pastor preaches, guess what I say? A man. And this sounds like an ending to me. Good night, everyone.
But we just want to thank everybody for coming out. There were technical challenges, definitely. It was an improvement from last year, and so I expect next year to be even better. We do thank you all for coming out, and please do come back again next year. Have faith that it will get better. And we assure you the entertainment aspect will definitely be better next year too. So thank you for the support. Thank you especially to all those young ladies at the back who have come out and support and who supported us for the whole week. We really appreciate that. We're the old guard and we need to see some new blood coming in. And so we thank you all for coming and we ask you all to please, encourage your colleagues. We welcome feedback. I did get some feedback from one young lady tonight already. We do encourage your feedback to us as to how we can, make the Accountants Week better or any of the individual weeks better, because it's about learning and growth, and as I said, trying to get the Institute to continue with new blood. So please, as I said, we thank you all for coming, and please give your input. Thank you very much. Don't leave, there's still food, there's still drink, so enjoy. Okay.